Yo, what up? This is the Squeegee Live Podcast. We're back. This is episode 201. We're here with our man, Window Jesus, a.k.a. Diego Garcia. So how all you motherfuckers been out there, man? Good, I hope. I hope you guys missed us. We missed you guys. We're back. I mean, I'm your host. I'm your host with the most, T. Squeegee, Mark Tanner, Seth Byers, Tim Huber. We're doing it big, boys. We're doing it fucking big.
Special guest rock star Diego Garcia.
Yes.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes. No one thought it was going to happen, but I made it fucking happen. Because I'm fucking cool like that. You know what I'm saying?
Cool like that.
Cool like that, man. I hope everyone enjoyed their month off of podcast. What did you guys do for a month, man?
I watched a lot of Trailer Park Boys at one point.
Good, I like that.
I drank more.
It was on vacation.
Well, yeah, but I drank more.
I cleaned a shitload of windows. I remodeled some shit, and I played with boobs. Smoked some weed. Drank some beers.
When did you see Tanner?
He was up here right after the 4th, man. He came up, I played with his titties and shit. It was cool.
Yeah.
Damn right.
They're perky. They're perky. I mean, I know he's getting up there in years, but they're still perky, man.
Yeah.
You still got those 2 gray hairs on that right nipple, though?
Yes.
No
That's
hair,
that.
but
Yeah.
I've been stretching.
You lie. I've been stretching them.
Pepperoni right now. We're going for bologna.
He's doing that Homer Simpson comb over the nipple.
That's the Harriola.
It's taking me forever to show.
So, yeah. All right, man. That's the podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you later. Catch you later.
Shit.
So, Diego, man, how long you been cleaning windows, dude?
Since 2007.
Wow.
2007.
Nice.
Did you come?
17 years, baby.
And you weren't. You're not originally from America, are you?
No, I'm from Mexico.
Did you come here? Did you cross the Rio Grande to get here? Or did you drive over?
I crossed it twice. First time I was 5, and went through the mountains with my mom and my 2 brothers.
Whoa.
The second time, and that was through Tijuana, so California area.
Mm-hmm.
And the second time, I crossed it through the border, hiding under the seat.
Shit, man.
Wow.
So,
It's got to be a lonely world. None
This
of us
fucking freeloading motherfucker. I'm just kidding. Diego, a lot of people like, you're not real social media guy. That's not your fucking thing. But I will say this, if people don't know Diego, I can tell you this motherfucker's a hustler. This is a real, like, fucking from the salt of the earth window cleaner type of dude, just like out there grinding, cleaning windows providing for his family. So if you guys don't know, like, who is this dude that's got this beard and all this hair, and man, he don't have no Instagram or nothing like that. He ain't on here doing no YouTube videos. That's because the man is working. I mean, he does have a pretty good TikTok. Your TikTok is...
Yeah, he does have a good
his TikTok is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I love when he fucks with everyone he works with.
Yes.
That's kind of my favorite thing to do. When
Well,
he did the Mortal Kombat thing with
Yeah.
the dude cleaning windows.
Yeah, the only
One
thing...
of those tie hats.
Yeah, he looked like he made him like sound like Raiden. Like he did like a TikTok and like made him look like Raiden from Mortal
Well, the
Kombat.
problem is this. He does a lot of fucking shit in Spanish, and I'm like, man, I need to get Rosetta Stone so I can start laughing at this shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have, you gotta have Rosetta Stone on them big yobs. You know what I'm saying? The big yobs. Hey, I will say this. Me and John Sacco got together while we were away. That was cool.
Ain't he great?
Yeah, he's a great dude. He pulled the fast one on me and wouldn't let me buy. I tried to buy lunch and the motherfucker pulled the flim flam on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulled the old flim flam on me, man. But yeah, it was good. It was a good time. We rode around. We did things that I do and that he does, and we had a good time. And it was cool, man. We had a really good time, man. We had a really good time.
Did you feel his titties too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get jealous.
Yeah, I did.
See?
I did.
See?
I did.
Getting all these titties.
I
man.
met Diego at the huge convention, and I thought about I was like, man, I want to give this guy a hug, but I was like, nah, man, he might fucking suplex me or something. You know what I'm saying?
The hotel too.
What's that?
We were just walking towards the hotel, and I was outside when you were fucking walking through.
And I was walking through, and I was like, Diego, and he's like, yeah, man, what's up? I'm like, oh, so he's not mean. Oh, you're not mean. You're actually nice.
No, I mean, he's a big fucking dude, but
Yeah.
he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm
Built like a
you
fucking
use
fire
the
plug.
makes sense.
He's
Yeah.
built like a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
And now, what is it? August 4th? 4 years ago, I was in a coma. I was still fucking asleep. I
Yeah.
didn't
That's
wake up.
crazy.
So for the people that don't know, Diego had an injury accident while working. So I mean, if you want to tell the guys about that, a little bit about that, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, no, I literally fell off a roof,
How high were you?
20 feet.
Wow.
Cedarwood
And
Roof.
you landed in what? On yard or sidewalk?
I'm guessing the pavement.
He's
Okay.
like, Earth. I hit Earth.
Yeah. And you,
I don't remember nothing.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
the way I landed was like this.
You
what
kind
do
of
they
a
call
cor-
that? Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
It or fucking squish myself. I was up on the roof cleaning the gutter, slipped, head rolled all the way down, and landed like this, boom, on my side.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Broke my ribs, punctured my fucking lung, mean concussion, broke bones in my face, shattered.
Man, that's wild, man.
And the doctors put you in medically induced coma, or your body did that?
Medical,
Yeah.
How long
You
were
must-
you in a coma for?
everything. I was way out. Eyes were out.
So is that like just how long, Diego?
50 days.
50 days. And that's kind of like missing time. Does anything come back to you? Do you remember any memories or anything?
They told me I was gonna have difficulties talking in English or Spanish. They told my wife that I was gonna have issues. I was handicapped. Through my coma, my left leg got 2.5 times bigger than my right. I was 6 hours away from them chopping it off.
Wow.
Fuck.
So the important question is, do you remember being pissed at us before you got in your coma? That's the important. Do you remember that?
I just didn't know why you guys kicked me out of the group. I was like,
It was all that Luke stuff. We were still going through that Luke stuff right before that happened.
I had no part in
And
that. I had no part in
Then
that.
I think right after that happened, when you were coming out of it, that's when we all made up.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
I think that's when
TJ got hooked.
yeah, that's when we hooked
Yeah.
up. Yeah, because I couldn't figure. I was like, why does this dude not like you, man? He seems
'Cause it
he
was
seems
that
pretty
stuff.
cool to me, man.
Yeah. I didn't have a chance. We were battling, and they,
How many? How much time did you spend in the hospital?
9 days
9 days.
or 50.
how long were you asleep?
50.
59.
Oh, 59.
How many days I was asleep? 50 days.
50 days.
Hospital 60.
Wow.
Do you like recall anybody talking to you when you're sleeping or anything like that? Like, was your family talking to you or anything?
I was having some gnarly dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my buddy that had. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, Diego.
Have you ever guys tried DMT?
Mm-mm.
Or have you ever seen videos about DMT?
Yes. I've not tried it. I've watched the Joe Rogan stuff about it, and they talk about it.
Graphic. The colors were so bright and everything was so detailed when I was in that world.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it was crazy. That when I woke up, right when I woke up, my best friend from California was sitting right across from the bed on the right. Wake up, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? And he looked at me, he's like, bro. And I'm like, what are you doing, dog? I've been in a coma, man. Been in a fucking coma. Nah. He's
You
like,
had
yeah,
no
bro.
concept it was 50 days since you had
I was
seen or
like,
spoke to anyone. Yeah.
I was like, it's July 16th or 17th or something. He's like, no, bro, September 4th.
That's
Shit,
crazy.
man.
Crazy.
The calendar was there, and they were, oh, Diego, wake up, we're praying, la la la. And yeah, I saw the date, September 4th.
Fuck.
That's got to be a wild feeling, man.
Have you, and this is the curiosity of me, Diego. Have you ever been back to that house?
Yeah. I've been there, and then I fucking Google map it to try to figure out how I felt, because I don't remember.
Right. So, I've been as far as, like, servicing the place. Would you ever... So, like, say you got a... Like, you got a service... Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, that homeowner came by and checked on me.
Oh, no shit. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people would do that.
No.
Now, were you working for yourself or for somebody? You were working for
a company.
Wow.
Oh.
Working for a franchise.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, here's where the messed up part about the whole fucking situation. In the state of Missouri, law is that if you have less than 5 employees, 4 or 5, quote me on that, you're not required to carry workman's comp or insurance.
Wow.
Oh. No, you didn't get stuck with all that, did you?
I did.
Oh.
Man, dude.
Sorry, man.
And that's where I'm at, man.
Right.
That's why, I always gotta keep
You just
slow,
gotta...
keep
Right.
staying battles and just hustle.
Right.
Because if it was easy, then I wouldn't fucking,
What the fuck?
Yeah, in
right.
Ohio, you can only get away with that if you're a sole proprietor,
Yeah.
and you can only be self. If
Yeah,
you
just
have one
to,
employee,
yeah, you got one employee, you gots to have that shit. You have
Yeah.
to. You have to
Don't
be
fuck
insured.
Straight.
You have to be workman's comp. And if you fuck around with workman's comp and don't pay that shit and you got employees, they'll come to your house and fuck
Right.
with the sheriff and arrest your ass. Throw you right in jail. What do you...
Yeah,
fuck around with it.
That's... I know that because that happened to my boss.
I had them show up because our primary changed. He showed up with the sheriff for $19. I was like, yeah, man, sorry. Like, I didn't realize my insurance agent should have caught that. Like, the premium went up $19 for the year, and I didn't know. And they showed up here for $19. So it's like,
Really?
yeah, they don't
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
around here.
It costs them more to get there than $19.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, of course,
Give it
yeah.
to them. I had to like call my insurance company. I was like, well, here's $20. Like,
Right? I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do? Here's a 20 spot, dog. You know what I mean? Let me see if I got it here. I got like 5. Has anybody got change for a 50? I mean,
Actually, just put it on next year.
Get
Fuck
out. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
you don't.
it is what it is. It's already been going to be 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this. Diego is a fucking inspiration. I don't know about to everyone else, but he is to me. I talk to Diego, not a lot, but we have conversations here and there, and just the dude's been through a whole fucking bunch, and just the fact that this motherfucker gets out of bed every day and does it every fucking day is a testament to who he is as a person. He's a good fucking dude. Salt
Was
of
it
the
just
earth.
head injuries, or did you have like back injuries with it, or after 50 days, I'm sure you get healed with
broken,
just like
dude. He was fucking broken.
I lost a lot of muscle. I lost a lot of muscle mass on my legs. Like I mentioned, my left leg got 2.5 times bigger than my right leg, my coma.
Wow.
So they were chopping it off some way, somehow. I still have it. But I got problems on that left leg. It gets purple if I'm on it too much. If I don't drink my liquids, if I'm not on my proper diet that I gotta be on, fucks my whole equilibrium.
So you were working for a franchise, and then 59, 60 days later, I assume when you went home, you didn't rush back to work or anything. Did Diego go out on his own, or what took place at that point?
And after I fell,
Yeah, after you got home, okay, and went through, I'm sure, significant rehab, right? What does Diego do to start feeding his family again? Because I would assume the ties with the franchise are severed at that point.
yeah, no, I started working for another company. That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
I work for Heart of America.
Okay.
And
cleaning windows, right?
Yep, I'm the hybrid.
Yeah.
High rise, the lift.
Okay.
Was it tough the first time getting up above fucking 20 feet, or you just like fucking went at it?
No, I went at it. When I went in to go for my interview, I went in with brand new equipment, and before that, I was working for green window cleaning out in Wisconsin with Jeff Scott.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew
so you've got stellar training if you hang out with Jeff Scott.
Yeah, I got spoiled. Spoiled. So right when I went to the interview, I hit them up with all information that they didn't even know. So the number that I gave them, they didn't say no on that. But I do have like 7 holes here.
Mm.
The fucking tubes that they had on me.
Yeah.
They still weren't healed. But I went in there like thinking I'm a fucking badass, that attitude, so that way I can ask for my number and they can pay that out.
Right.
Yeah.
Going left, I didn't have an issue finishing up the whole window when I was hanging, but going right, I couldn't go not even halfway, just a quarter. So after I did my 2 drops, I come and check, looking at my shirt, and it's all moist. Oh, because they weren't healed.
Yeah, you were leaking.
Yeah, I was leaking pus and blood.
Fuck.
So
Also,
I'm going to ask you a question that I know what the answer to is, because you're a high-rise guy, and I used to do that kind of work, but my company still does. I would imagine getting right back in the chair and going back to it was second nature and not an issue. But
it wasn't.
I've always, because the only accident I've ever had has been with ladders, okay? And it just goes to show you, especially everybody out there watching, whether you're a high-rise guy or not, in a blink of an eye, from 20 feet, from 10 feet, from 5 feet, your life can change. You know what I'm saying? And you get careless, and I'm not saying you were, but what I'm saying is sometimes shit happens that you don't expect.
You get comfortable.
Not prepared for. You get comfortable. Exactly. Like for me, when I would either interview or have someone come out, I never wanted the fearless guy. The fearless guy is the guy that just drops 600-foot of rope off a building, ties up a couple knots, yanks on him, kicks something and ties to it. You know what I'm saying, Diego? And climbs over that wall and forgets half his shit because he doesn't care. You understand what I'm saying? You want the guy that has the fear. Now, I would assume, though you bounced right back theoretically in several months, you still have some reserves about certain kinds of work, Diego?
What do you mean?
Well, like ladder work or cleaning gutters or.
I feel normal, man.
Yeah. You're back 100% then.
I don't try to I get on ladders. Like today, I got on man, 20 feet.
I'm assuming if he doesn't remember it, there's no fear there. You know what I mean? If it's just like it never even happened for him.
Well, he doesn't remember the physical act of falling, but he remembers every time he moves that he had tubes stuck in him for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, the fear of a fall. I don't have that in. Or I can't reminisce and have that flashback. Oh shit! I might not want to do this because I don't remember.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing that I know is that when I fell, and the cops got there and the fire department, they tried to put me on a stretcher. I didn't want to go on the stretcher. They tried to put that neck brace. I grabbed it across the street. I was very excited, very aggressive. I kept saying that I wanted to go home to my family. And
well, you were in shock, obviously. Yeah.
I had the eyes, which means that I'm losing recognition. And I went to the hospital sitting down in the ambulance.
Yeah.
The guys, so I got there and then checked me out. Puncture lung. Start checking everything. I have a bone spur here. I don't even know because they never put it on the charts. But I have like a little bump on my bone. Can't carry the left.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Diego?
6.
How old?
36.
36.
Oh, he's young.
You were 35 probably when this happened?
No.
32.
It was the beginning of this year?
No.
No.
4 years ago.
4 years ago, Mark. Fuck it.
Okay.
No. I'm not Jesus.
I just look like it, man.
I can wake up from the grave.
That's crazy,
well,
man.
You truly are an inspiration, and I will say that, again, you get into a false sense of security.
That's not easy. It hits home for me, especially because I was on the other end of that. My mom got in a severe boating accident when I was like 17. I was in a medically induced coma for like 2 months, and just like watching what that process is for somebody, it's fucking, that is not an easy road back. I mean, my mom was older at the time, but still, like, a medical induced coma is like, that stuff is not fun to see someone have to go through. You know what I mean? That's a hard road back, man.
But just in 50 days though, like I lost 90% of my movement on my left leg.
Well, I can tell you just from my personal experience, my father going through cancer with radiation and chemotherapy. I mean, my dad was almost 400 pounds. My dad weighs 162 fucking pounds right now. He went from 390 something to fucking 162 pounds in 6 months. Was he a diabetic? Lost all it. He's no longer a diabetic. But he lost all of his muscle mass. I mean, his fucking legs his calves were like this big around, fucking solid. Now he's got granny legs. It's fucking crazy what it does to you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad was diagnosed as diabetic, and then he's petrified to die. So he just started doing everything he needed to do, lost the weight, and he's not. I mean, within a year, he's not diabetic.
That's my thing. That's why I've been like consciously trying to lose weight as much as possible. I don't want to fucking like take the spice out of my life and like, man, I'm never gonna eat a cheeseburger and French fries again. But you know what I mean. I'm just like doing less. You know what I mean? Because I was you know what I mean. And it's working. It's coming off me slowly, but that's what I'm trying to avoid: diabetes and kidney failure, because that's what happened to my uncle. I already have fucking kidney issues, you know what I mean? My grandmother died, her kidneys shut down, you know what I mean? My uncle on the other side of the family, my mom's side and my dad's side, kidney issues. So I need...
Well, since we left this podcast, I've had 2 high school friends die from heart attacks.
That's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Crazy, dude. But they both had COVID shots too.
Oh, mine! You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Hey, Leah just went to a funeral. For a 98-year-old guy that died of COVID. 98, and he died of COVID, but he had his COVID shots 3 months ago.
Listen, bro, are you trying to get this feed pulled off the internet?
No, I'm just saying.
You know how popular the show is. YouTube's definitely watching.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm with you on that. I mean, we went from all summer motherfuckers out raw dogging air and shit until all of a sudden now I'm going into stores and everybody's got a mask on.
Same here.
There's only a handful of us that don't have masks. I'm one of them. I am not putting a mask back on. I'm not.
Have you been telling
I'm not getting.
back to put it on when you go inside the store? Have you been kicked out?
No.
I have.
No, not yet.
We're
Never.
at like 60-40. 60% have masks, 40% don't. And they're looking at you like
Nobody down here does. Nobody down here does.
The stores up here, these motherfuckers are deep with the masks on. Deep.
Columbus is
anyone
putting
but
it
an
in.
old person. If I'm in a store with 100 people, I might see one old person with a mask on. That's about it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen one or worn one since. Oh, I wore one today when I had to go into the hospital. But that was
Man,
it.
we didn't see anybody in masks in Florida when we were there, or where we were at in Florida. You know
Florida's
what I mean?
pretty laid back, but my area is becoming. The further south I go, because I work in 3 counties, the further south I go, the more masks I see.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is when we go to Columbus, you know, and they're getting ready to have the mask mandate, at least for the kids in school, I think.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't mind anybody wearing a mask. That's your right to do that. If you feel comfortable with that, I'm cool with it. But I still laugh if I see someone driving with a mask on, because that's amazing.
There's a fucking guy.
But it might be an Uber driver, bro.
What's that, Diego?
With the windows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I got one better for you. There's a fucking guy that lives in my neighborhood, rides a Harley to work every morning. He's got a fucking mask on. I'm just like, this fucking guy. I want to throw a fucking football at him and knock him off the motorcycle. Fuck, hit him right in the fucking head. Yeah! You fucking idiot. What are you doing, bro?
We're even at the airport, so they don't really, you don't have to put the mask on until you're like at TSA.
Listen, man. I watch
what I
fucking
mean?
CNN. This article. I don't watch CNN, but I seen this little news. Bit
I do. I
from
watch a lot of CNN.
I know you do. I want to fucking watch this little tidbit on CNN, and this broad's on there with this dude who's like fucking like a fucking just like a creative guy on the fucking news channel, and he's got no scientific background, and they're talking about the numbers like if you get the vaccination, if you don't get the vaccination, you're 25 times, you have a 25 times greater chance. They put it in these big fucking bold letters of dying from COVID. But if you do the fucking numbers, it's still like, in all of the people in the world, it's like maybe 2%. You know what I mean? You have a point,
Right.
99.9997% chance.
But now they're saying though that the variant is coming from people that are vaccinated.
Right.
Right?
That's they created the variant, but the variant's not as deadly. But you have to go get vaccinated to not. I don't understand why you have to get vaccinated to get. You know what I mean?
It does. Well, at this point, the vaccination doesn't hold water because you can still fucking get COVID. You can still fucking transmit the fucking shit.
First.
You know what I'm saying?
Johnson Johnson's going to be approved first.
I don't care. I don't care.
Approved next month.
I don't care.
Well, that's when they go mandatory.
No, they don't go mandatory.
Yeah, they can't go mandatory.
They can't go mandatory,
They're not going to let you.
Dude, the only way you're mandatory, the only thing that's happening mandatory to me is if you come to my house. I'm telling you this right now, and everybody may think this is bullshit. You come to my house, fucking beating on the door saying we're giving you a shot. You're getting shot. That's what's fucking happening. That's what's happening. This is fucking America. The last I checked.
The CDC just did a 2-month extension on that landlord moratorium thing where they're extending. You don't have to pay your rent for another 2 months.
Yeah, well,
that's going to be 20 fucking months. They're saying.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro.
You see what
come around this bitch. Hey, talk shit. Talk shit. Get hit. You know what I'm saying? What? You can't even see it. You can't even see it. This is a toy. This ain't even real. Come around this bitch, that's what you're gonna get. Fuck around, find out. I'm not playing neither.
I mean, you guys see what New York City just did, right?
Police around here seen that a couple of times, but
New York's going about that crazy.
No, New York is making an app. You can't enter a restaurant. You can't work at a restaurant. You can't work at a nightclub, and you can't work at or go in. That's why everyone's fleeing fucking New York. That's why Ohio is full of fucking families from New York right now.
Right.
Yeah, same here in Florida. Yeah.
They
Well,
will.
they were always going to Florida anyway.
Yeah,
But
Florida.
Yeah.
But I'm
My
telling you right now,
sister
the amount
just
of
moved
people
back.
from New York that are buying houses in my area is actually kind of frightening.
Listen, my sister, her husband, and 3 kids. That's 5 from California. Just moved here. They had to get out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Fuck California, man.
Fuck California, my
Right.
dude.
it sucks because Cali's
Fill out a little form online.
Beautiful. I love California. I love visiting California. I would never live there. Joe Rogan left.
All right. So what were you saying? What were you saying, Diego? What were you getting ready to say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim can't.
Hear me?
I like to talk over people.
Oh,
Sorry.
I gotta scream so you can hear me.
You're good. Go
You're
ahead.
good. Go ahead.
Diego.
I forgot.
Thanks a lot,
shut up.
Tim.
Tim.
Thanks a lot, Tim. See, the
That's only thing I
problem.
have wrong by accident is short-term memory loss.
The problem is this. We mentioned we mentioned fucking one fucking thing, and fucking Tim has gone off the COVID deep end now. He's
I
fucking.
talked to y'all 30 days, bro.
I was counting down in my head.
I got it all out.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So are you digging? I mean, are you digging work now, man? Are you digging the window cleaning thing, Diego? Because I fucking hate it.
This company is not bad, man, and I don't mind working.
Right.
And I always been hustling, so they already have a system down in this company of the job that you get,
Mhm.
your project, how many hours on the project.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
I'm
So you're allotted, like, here's your job. This is how many hours we think it's going to take you to do this. Do that. That's fucking cool, man.
It's almost like piecework, right?
Yes.
You can say it is. So I get 40-hour projects. I'm done with them in 24. Boom. Throw me my next job. Boom, 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 boom. And it's not difficult work.
Right.
I started with this company hanging, but I don't hang anymore.
Wow.
Is that by your choice or by theirs?
By theirs,
Yeah.
but I don't mind it at all.
I
I
mean,
don't mind it at all.
you're a pretty big dude to be on a chair. No offense. I mean, you're a big dude.
I'm fucking legit though, bro.
You use yeah, but I know, but you use like a 12-bar rack because you must really go.
4.
4 bars. Oh, you really go.
How tall are you, Diego?
Excuse me?
How tall are you?
5'10",
5'10"? How big are you?
275.
That's a fuck.
Woo! Damn!
He's big on the rope.
Feel like a
Motherfucker.
fucking stove.
Yeah.
Dog.
I gotta weigh my bucket when I hang to make sure that I'm under my safety fucking limit.
Yeah, you're close.
125
I see. Hey,
on
when
my
I
bucket.
seen him at the huge convention, I was like, "Fuck!" I wasn't expecting you to be like, you know. And then you started posting pictures of you fucking wrestling and shit, and I was like, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. When he showed that picture of him wrestling and his fucking shoulders
It's
connected
yeah,
to his
Trap
neck,
City,
I was-
Trap City, bitch, Trap City. That's fucking great.
So, my goal is to start my own stuff. So, slowly working there,
Right.
There you
I
go.
I did try to start it, but I don't know. The collectors were that crazy, man.
Right.
When they started figuring out how much money I was bringing in,
Mhm.
boom, they came like fucking condors and they just started picking at me.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do about that?
Everyone's just trying to get their money, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Fucking hit the reset button and go bankrupt.
Right.
You're married, right, Diego?
Yeah.
Just open that shit up in your wife's name. There you go.
I try to do that, but it's
It's a little hairy. Yeah.
because we're married.
Yeah.
I
they're
mean-
That way they don't have her fucking shit going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll fucking they'll come after. I had medical bill issues, and my father has gone through all of that shit he's went through, and now he's having his own issues with that. It's a it's insanity, man. It's like, hey, we saved your life, now fucking give us everything you have and live in poverty
And
forever.
everything you work for.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, man. It's not like I went out to fucking land on my head off. It's not like I got up on the roof and was like, you know what? Fuck these gutters. I'm going to jump off and fucking land on my head. You know what I mean?
Right.
How do you not own a franchise? I'm just.
Because fucking Missouri sounds like a shithole to me.
Why would you sell it? I don't understand that. I already went through all the legal process. Lawyers went through. That's how I know that nothing can be done.
Right. That's
That's
crazy.
my man.
It is what it is.
Crazy.
And
Seems like you're going after it though, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? It's like
that's what I'm saying. This dude's positive mental attitude, man.
He's a positive dude. I like it.
There's only two choices. I can be a bum and not be with my family and live in the streets and not fucking and give up, or figure out some way somehow and just fucking
Do it.
You'll get it. You'll get
It's
there.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, you'll get there.
I got friends. They started late, in their late 30s, early 40s.
Uh huh.
No, I got time.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it,
Hell
man.
yeah, man,
Fuck
dude.
yeah, dude. Fuck yeah,
Man, I'm
dude.
37 and I'm just figuring this shit out now. So
Right.
it's
Like
taking-
like my dad always says, any fucking day above ground's a good fucking day, man. You know what I mean? And that's
Right.
all there is to it, man. If you get up every morning and just fucking do it to it, man. What's up, Jason Snyder? Yeah, man, that's cool.
Oh,
Hey,
you
man,
can
what's
try
up
to-
with that Mayan calendar in the background, bro? That shit's fake, bro. It didn't even work, dude. I'm talking to you, Diego. You got a Mayan calendar in the background, and that shit didn't even work.
What mine?
Mayan
Mayan.
calendar, right behind you, man. Over your right shoulder. Mayan calendar. Yep. That shit didn't work. Shit's
That's
broke.
the Aztec calendar.
Oh, my bad. I don't know. Fuck.
Shit.
He's like I'm supposed to know the difference between a Mayan calendar and a fucking Aztec calendar. I should have asked fucking Mario or something. The fuck, bro.
That's my brother's.
It's fucking dope. But I'm just saying the Mayan calendar didn't work, but now I know it's an Aztec one, so it's all good. It probably does work.
No, that's the same shit.
Oh.
It already.
Well,
Oh, yeah, I remember.
so Diego, now you're not doing rope work. What are you doing? Commercial, residential, ladder work? What kind of work?
Commercial mid-rise.
Yeah.
Artifact up to 5 stories.
Yep.
Fucking backflip 4 stories.
Yep.
Yeah, insides too. Lift.
Why don't you, hey, you need to go out and get yourself a Battle Cat scrubber, my guy, from Area Pro, from courtesy of Mike Nichols.
What size are those?
They come in 10, 16, and what's the other one, Mark?
I think mine's like 18. It's
18,
big.
I think. 10,
Yeah.
16, and
It's
18.
big.
I-
And it's
I've got the
fucking
prototype.
dope, man. And
it's
Mark
fast.
Mark invented the swivel for it. The swivel motion on that bitch on the front of it, man. It works good, bro.
I used mine the other day on that big Ferrari dealer I was doing, and I was like, man, it's up and down 3 times, or with a regular brush up
Right.
and down 12. You know
Right?
what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, so I did a good section of the dealership, and that dealership that I posted some pictures are really, really, really hydrophobic, and water usually lays on the bottom. So I figured out if I get here at this time and I can work out of the sun and
Yes.
it doesn't get that burning
Yes.
into the droplets. And dude, I was like, I seriously scrubbed 2 windows side by side. One I went over like 10 times, and one I did up, down, move to the rest. You know, like the $900 an hour brush.
Yeah.
That's out there now.
Yeah.
And I literally did it as a test and walked inside the dealership 3 hours later when I came back around to do the insides. Side by side, you could not tell the difference. That's how bad.
Well, I can tell you,
that's
hey,
how bad-
bro, I can tell you this right now. If that's a $900 an hour brush, then the Battle Cat's like a fucking $1,200 to $1,400 an hour brush.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's slick. I'm rocking a bronze pad in the center and then walnut on the outside, man. And I'm telling you, dude, I'm fucking single passing shit, and it's turning.
Wasn't
I'm like,
it 900 Chinese yen an hour?
well, I've been shooting. I've been shooting video with it because I'm gonna do a review on it soon. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna see if this motherfucker, if I can single pass, because this is super aggressive. You know what I mean? So I'm like going over shit single pass, and I just single pass this row of windows, and I come back. I don't know, maybe like 20, 30 minutes later, they're all dried up, and I was like, fuck, man, this is like, you know, I obviously can't do that on everything, but in particular cases, I mean, it fucking boom, boom, boom. I'm rocking it out. I really, really like it, man. I really like it. It's really good. Mike Nichols had a really good invention. The new water bar that I guess is Ray's addition to the brush, or the pad thingy majigger, is really nice.
Nice.
It doesn't.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not all one piece. The water bar's attached to it, but not in the way that the Tucker is. The Tucker is just. It's a good water. It's a decent water bar in aluminum, but outside of aluminum, the Tucker water bar in plastic is a fucking pile of shit. Sorry, Sean Gavin, but it just is. I fucking have went through like fucking 12 of those fucking things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I snapped the fitting.
Yeah. I just, I'm just not. I'm done fucking buying those fucking things. I know the redesigned one with the fins down the side, that I busted fucking 4 of those. So, and I'm not like super. Like, I'm not ultra aggressive like say Jason Lehman is with my shit. You know what I mean? My Simpole still looks really nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's just normal use. You know what I mean? It's just normal use. Sometimes you bang. You don't mean to bang, but sometimes you do. You know what I mean? And it just cracks. It's plastic. But this is set up different. I'm not going to give it away because people will be fucking biting it and stealing it and whatever. But go ahead, Diego.
Fitting or no fitting?
There is a fitting, but the way it's positioned on the pad holder, it's in no danger of whacking anything. And not only that, it's made out of a more forgiving material. The whole rinse bar system is not rigid; it's more flexible.
Yeah, it's got some flex.
It's got some flex to it. It's fucking sweet, man. And and on top of that, you can't beat it for the price. The price is amazing. It's a good price too.
Can you? I want one on the top and the bottom. Is it possible to put?
I'm sure you could. Yeah, I'm sure you could.
I want that bitch coming and going.
Like for for Florida, like your weather, and like around this time of year for me, I would love to have a rinse bar on the bottom. It'd be nice. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind toying around with that and seeing if I'm not sure if just the rinse bar is available. Maybe Ray might want to make that possible because guys probably start fucking modifying and put 2 bars on it. An up and a downstroke, that'd be nice, you know what I mean? Yeah. Especially if you got a skid mark, you know what I mean? Because that motherfucker... Hey, speaking of skid mark, I want to let Seth and Mark know that my $19.15 fucking cent fucking pump is still working. Going? Yeah. So, my hunch about pulling the pressure off the pump to save the pressure switch, I think is... Because I went through 4 of those bitches. I went through 4 of those...
Anyways, man. Yeah,
I went through 4 of those fucking cheapo pumps, and then I said that to you. I was like, man, I wonder if it's, because I'm keeping the pump under pressure all the time. So I've been making sure that I take pressure off of it, and that motherfucker's lasted, man.
It's safe to say you're correct on that, T. It's safe to say you're correct on that.
I'm waiting to put the Delvan on it because I know that's going to be a complete rewire, and I'm going to have to change the plumbing. I'm going to have to do a lot of different shit. So I'm like, I'm going to just wait till season's over because I can't live without my skid mark.
Yeah.
I got to this fucking job today, and these motherfuckers are lucky. The storefront today, they are fucking lucky that I had that at the back of my truck. Because it was the one I did the TikTok video in, I had to scrub that bitch from head to toe with a shit brush to get all the spiders off. It was alive. I was like, she's like, I've done the job before. I did the construction clean on it. I went back and did another clean on it. I quoted them a price. I get there, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And I went in and told her, I'm like, listen, I'm not doing it for what we said we was doing. I'm giving you the construction. She's like, that's a lot of money. I was like, I don't care. Have you had a look at those windows? I said, the price I gave you was a monthly contract. Like me coming back once a month and maintaining the windows. This is not that. Right. I mean, what would have took me fucking 25 minutes to do is not going to take me a fucking hour and a half. Yeah. And I'm not eating that shit.
Right.
Why are you gonna, man?
Yeah, she's like, we just wanted to wait until all the bugs flew. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes fucking sense, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, right.
I just did a nursing home this month where the bottom screens and the whole place don't come out, and you can't tilt the window in because they have locks to keep like all the crazy people in. So the bottoms, man, were like all fucked up with spider webs. I'm like, man, I don't know how well I'm gonna get this clean. So I hooked up my DI tank and then just put a regular hose on the end and a garden hose sprayer on there and just sprayed through the fucking screen, like being like, well, let's see if this works. Surprisingly, it worked actually really good. I was like, there were so many cobwebs and spiders. I'm like, man, like I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get these bottoms to look good. I mean, they didn't look perfect, but I was like, oh, all right, yeah, this kind of works.
When I get to jobs like that, go ahead, Diego.
What did they expect? You were going to be a magician or what?
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how it always goes, man. You write up this, your...
Yeah, you got patient.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was like, I'm gonna do the best I can do with it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'll spray, pure water through it and see what happens.
Hey, speaking of fucking Battle Cat scrubbers and shit. Hey, how about you send Mark a fucking rinse bar for his fucking prototype, you fucking pieces of shit. Mike Nichols.
I want 2 rinse
you
bars.
fucking douchebag.
One for the top, one
Yeah.
for the bottom.
Hey, Ray. I mean, he came up with the fucking swivel. Why don't you give the man a fucking rinse bar or something? You know what I mean?
Come on,
I'm sure he'll give you fucking $5 or whatever the fuck it's. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Well, Mark's only told me 15 times he has the prototype.
Yeah. He's only mentioned it like 4 bajillion times.
I'm gonna put it in the background. I'm gonna hang it above.
I got the prototype.
Mark Scrapestone will say I have the prototype.
I have a prototype too. But I don't.
I knew I need to go on there because I want to. Because the one I have is like 18 inches. I'm going to get like the 10 inch. I want a little one too. You know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of times I would want to use it more, but I use it only on huge glass, 4x8 pane.
Would TJ, would you use it on a small job?
Bro,
like
listen.
one over his casements if you have a 10 inch?
Oh, dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I wish you had a 6 inch or like a 5 inch or something like that. So something I could just put a bronze pad on because I'd do cut-ups with it from the ground and post it to Jay Camaro's fucking Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? Yes, but I would. If a 10 inch, yes, I would. The swivel, because what you do is you get the fucking Battle Cat in the mail, and it's got the up down pivot on it, and then you screw your Tucker or your fucking Hootie Doo or your Hottie Ha fucking swivel onto that, so you got full access to fucking, you know what I mean? And that motherfucker's always, it fucking scrubs like a motherfucker, man. It's a fucking scrubbing machine, and on any angle,
you can scrub sideways exactly the same as you can up and down.
Yeah, it's fucking dope, man. I'm like, Diego, I see the kind of work you're doing. I'm telling you, man, it's game changer, bro. It's fucking sweet.
I haven't seen any videos or anything, man.
That's because nobody's showing it any love, and I don't think Mike's not really a social media guy. I don't think Ray is really good at apt at fucking marketing it. But I'm gonna do a full review of it. It's gonna be up next week because I got one more big job I'm gonna do with it. A 3-story job I want to do. I've done some low commercial. I've done some fucking residential with it. Now I got a big building I'm gonna do with it, so you guys can see it. It works for everything. It's fucking sweet, man, and it's bulletproof. It's not gonna break on you 1,000 times.
No.
And on top of all that, it's not a fucking whole bunch of money. You're not gonna pay $300-$400 for this thing. I think I paid like $150 for mine, for the 16-inch.
Mike Nichols shows up to your house and gives you a free hug.
And on top of all of that, even with the free hug, Mike Nichols smells real fucking good. The dude smells really good, so it's worth it. You know what I mean?
Man,
scented or what? Mike Nichols scent?
Yes. Every purchase, you get a box. You get a bottle of Big Squeegee smell. It's fucking sweet, bro. I actually wish I still had. I'm all out of it, dude. It's like patchouli and some other shit he mixes together. He actually sent me. It's called Big Squeegee spray. He spread me. It smells so good. I smell like a patchouli orange hippie, man, and just it's fucking great, bro.
I gotta give Diego some love here, man. I saw him his backflip game on the pole.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty fucking good at height.
Yeah,
and I was impressed by that. I was like, it's cool to see the old school way.
What I liked about it was he went fucking hard body karate and put a fucking a handy sleeve on that bitch.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaky. Gotta try it. It worked. It was pretty good, man.
You like that?
And they just need to have expectations. I wasn't going to make it 100%.
Right.
Let them know. I got the owner of the building come out and check it out, how I was cleaning, the method that I did, how many times I cleaned it, and that didn't make a big difference. So he understood we need the chemicals. So we're working on the contract for that.
Right.
Yeah.
What you need to do is pump Zep through your water-fed pole brush.
Yeah. Spray some acid on it.
It's racing.
I gotta love that guy for just
you
being.
Think there's a market for this?
He just doesn't give a fuck.
I'm making an attachment that'll fit any water-fed pole with a sprayer with a can holder, and then you'll pull a trigger and it'll spray either toilet bowl cleaner or oven cleaner on high windows. Yeah.
So
something.
Oh, he's making me some Big Squeegee soap. So somebody, Mr. Awesome Guy Blah, asked a really fucking awesome question. I don't have the music ready, but there's going to be a new segment here. It's going to be Tool Time with the Squeegee Life podcast, guys. And we, everyone here's, I mean, maybe not Tim because he's always on fucking vacation, but Tim, Seth, and Mark, you guys have High Slide, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And Tim, do you have High Slide? Have you used High Slide, Tim? So what do you guys think of the High Slide, man? I think it smells good.
I think I'm going to go first here.
Mm-hmm.
I put the High Slide in my solution,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like you, TJ, I use ammonia.
Yeah.
I did not find much difference when I added it with my ammonia. But the next bucket, I cleaned everything out, and I just used my dish soap and High Slide, and I noticed a huge difference. And for me here in Florida, where we have a lot of humidity, a lot of chemicals will bleed back.
Yes.
You know, you can squeegee all the way into the edges and turn around. You got halos of wet water coming back on the glass. The High Slide did not bleed back, and I'm a fan of it. I think it's a good
that's
product.
what I was gonna say. Is I was gonna my TikTok was fucking stupid. I'm like Mark. I'm a firm believer in that. Like, you need to smell ammonia every morning or you're not a real window cleaner. You have to melt tint with your fucking with your soap solution. But I, like you, I'm like, you know what? I need to try this without my normal solution. I'm just gonna do my regular soap and my dish soap, and then I'm gonna add some High Slide, and that's the first thing I fucking noticed. Because with a lot of these additives, these slip additives, like with the GG4 and shit like that, I tend to, like, every once in a while you'll fucking, I maybe put a little bit too much or whatever, you know what I mean? Or even if you just put just enough in there, every now and then you'll get, like, because with fanning, for fanning, I always get a little bit of a gray mark, you know what I mean? Every now and then, and it only happens when I use that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with this stuff, it wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
High Slide's thumbs up from me. So thumbs up from Mark, thumbs up from TJ. How about you, Seth?
So the first day I make everyone's mix in the morning. We take 5-gallon buckets with us, fill it, and then you just add it to your bucket as you go. So I snuck it in there on them and didn't say anything to them. And we use ammonia, water, you know, so whatever, normal shit.
Right.
And they didn't say anything the first day. The second day, I'm like, hey, let me know if you notice anything today when you go out. And from my point of view, they said they had great slide, no bleed back issues. I liked that I did a sunroom with a bunch of like sliders in it, and I was able to wet all of them in the sun and come back and clean them. I didn't have an issue with it, which for me, I get the slide from ammonia anyways, but I liked, like, the glass stayed significantly wetter.
Wetting agent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so
significantly longer.
Not to interrupt, but if you add slide, reduce your soap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think it's really a soap, but I reduced the second time. I put less soap and added the slide in, and that's when I got the best result.
I agree.
Personally.
How about you, Tim? You like it? You dig it?
I'm a straight soap and Dawn and water guy. So, and I think the hard part about that's finding the perfect mix because you don't want too much soap.
Right.
And in a lot of my videos, you can see where I'm finished in. You'll see the rubber skip a little bit because I don't have enough soap in.
Right.
So I can use quarter of the soap I normally use, and I'm using the High Slide, and it's a good glide. It's like getting that perfect mixture.
Cool. So we're fucking straight marks for this. We're fucking all marked out for WCA. This little segment here, Tool Time with the Squeegee Life podcast, is sponsored by WCR. You can get High Slide at windowcleaner.com, guys. Go and get you some. Try it out. It's definitely worth it. I think maybe next week we'll fucking do the Unger Green Rubber. What do you guys think?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
No. Let's keep it quiet. Don't say nothing. You don't have none, Tim?
No.
Oh, you should have some.
For the High Slide.
What? Yeah, go ahead.
Is there a gallon and a quart or just quarts?
We got
I think
quarts,
they sell gallons
We got
too.
quarts.
Yeah.
I don't know if they sell gallons or not, but I'm sure that they do. But
I know. I need another quarter or gallon soon.
yeah, so
I'm
guys,
still
go
going
to
strong.
windowcleaner.com and get you some High Slide, man. Give it a try. It's definitely worth a
TJ,
shot.
I'm gonna take a picture for you because I I'm solely Unger green rubber right now, so I have like my 12 small cut up channels. Everything is green rubber now. Like I'm like, oh, fuck it, I don't care. You're going in
I'm
here.
just gonna say this.
It's my favorite feeling.
I'm just gonna say this, and this is like foreshadowing for next week.
Yeah.
But I put the Unger green rubber in my Unger 0 degree, and I haven't seen it since. That bitch took off, and it's still floating around the fucking universe. That bitch is so fast, dude, I can't find it.
Are we gonna fuck up next? We already fucked up next week's tool time.
Listen,
we're gonna have to do something else now.
Dude.
God damn it!
I don't know. I hate learning curves. That's why I don't switch rubbers very often. So
no, dude.
I can't even.
There's no learning curve. Well, I'm not saying.
I gotta do my black diamond, and if I even try to switch the Ed
It must be really cold where fucking Seth's at, because I'm telling you right now, the shit I got in that fucking Black Series channel and the shit I bought, the shit I didn't buy it actually, it actually got sent to me. The pieces that I got sent to me, the new shit, it does not perform the same, I don't think. Maybe it's because I got that Black Series shit in the winter. I don't know. It was cooler out, but I've noticed that it's.
I buy all my supplies for the year in February. So I bought, I don't know, 10 packs of it.
So that you bought it when it was back when it first came out. I think the composition changed, man.
Yeah, you think so?
Hard rubber.
Huh?
That's soft or hard?
It's pretty soft.
It's pretty soft. It's pretty soft. It's like $50 a fucking dozen.
Yeah, but
it's expensive, but you don't. I mean, you can rock it for like 4 weeks. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, spend $50. Go to windowcleaner.com tonight, Seth, and buy another dozen of that shit and tell me it works the same. That's all I gotta say.
If they're saying it's too soft, I love it.
I've had mine for 10 days, and it. I don't know what you got compared to what I got, but what I got.
You could have got a bad batch too, though, TJ, and that happens. I've gotten great batches of Black Diamond, and I've had like a 10-pack where I was like, "What the fuck happened to this?"
And the main thing to keep in mind here is that it's not rubber. Like Jersey said there, it's not rubber. It's fucking synthetic. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I'm gonna say this though. I run it for 3 weeks on one side, which is never heard of. But I will say this: the disappointment was because I got
fucking
all
Jacob always says the
over.
best shit.
When I went to flip that green rubber over,
yeah,
I got a boner because I was so excited to use a fresh side of it.
Yeah, I
was actually disappointed in the second side because I think it was so fucking old at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like, nah, I'm kind of tired.
You get about 3-4 weeks out of it, man. And for me, it's just like.
Well,
all right,
I gave a piece to a buddy of mine. And then he said to me, "Yeah, but it's over twice the price." I go, "But if it lasts 3 times as long, you're ahead of the game."
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why Unger and Ed and all these bigger companies are taking so long to bring out the colors. I mean, you should already be rocking the colors.
Synthetic. No. The reason is the formula it's like the Krabby Patty formula. You got to get it right. I know Black Diamond's been trying to do synthetic for a long time.
I'm talking about like when Sorbo came out with the Lightning and the Patriotic. Why Ed Unger, they come out. I guess they got the black edition or something.
No, I think that's just a colored squeegee. That's different than a formulation for rubber.
No, I'm just talking about colors in general. I mean,
Tim's talking about flash and pizzazz.
Yeah, I'm talking about fashion, man. I'm not worried about the.
He went, Mark, just so you're aware, Mark went from fucking colored rubber to fucking cool tools. Like, being different colors.
No, because Tim's comparing colored rubber to colored tools. That's 2 different things.
I'm saying. You're going to give me the rubber lecture. Okay. No, I didn't mean just rubber. I meant everything. Just think the company's catching up.
No.
Go ahead, Diego. What were you about to say, bro? Or did you forget already?
I'm saying that you're talking about science.
We love science.
Yeah, Bill Nye, the science guy.
Diego said, I'm talking about science, man. And you guys weren't listening, bro.
Yeah. Fucking Tim and I, the fucking Bud Light guy over here, trying to pick it up.
I think Mr. Sorbo should fucking come out with a Squeegee Life fucking channel. That's what I think he should. But I mean, you put all that other goofy shit on there. Why not put Squeegee Life on it? The fact that there ain't a Squeegee Life channel is kind of a joke. Unger should already have a Squeegee Life or a T Squeegee Unger 0 degree handle. I'm just saying, because I ain't seen nobody using that shit until I started using that shit in YouTube videos. Motherfuckers can say whatever they want on social media. You wasn't doing nothing on fucking social media with that motherfucker till you see me doing it. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. Unger, I want my own shit. Fuck you in your ass. I don't know if that's gonna work, but I feel like it will.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Hey, Jesus loves you, but I don't. So go fuck yourself. So Diego, what's your go-to tools, man? What's in Diego's holster, man?
A
squeegee.
A squeegee, man.
Saucony channels, So Degree, Tori. I use angle adapters for my my ledger. I use angle adapters. I don't use a ledger in general.
Really?
Yeah, Itori freaking swivel, an Itori swivel.
Mm.
The backflip handle. I don't know what the hell it's called. Easy ledge.
Ledge easy or whatever it is.
Yeah. I just have. I don't put a lot of things in my holster. I have the samurai. Carry these on my mop. But then I have a box or a fucking 6-gallon bucket of just a bunch of squeegees.
I'm the same way.
Everything.
I don't carry a ledge squeegees. Ledge squeegees are fucking for nerds. So
I'm a nerd.
Yeah, that's for fucking nerds, man. You know what I mean?
No ledger.
What kind of mitt you use?
Excuse me?
What kind of mitt you use? Scrubber.
The maker.
Yeah.
The maker.
Python. The Python all day now. I'm waiting for the 22 to come out.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, man, you guys got to get on that 22 action, man.
Yeah.
Once you guys get that out, man, the high-rise guys will just fucking
eat that shit up.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on that Scotsman, man.
Yeah, that's the one I use.
I use the fuck out of the Scotsman. I use that fucking almost solely now.
How is the Python? Was it just hold a shit ton of water? Or?
No, the Python, it does hold a lot of water, and I think people don't realize that the handy sleeve itself actually holds water too, because it's backed with foam. But the Python's a little more aggressive than the Scotsman. The Scotsman's more plush and soft. You know what I mean? Than I feel like. You know what I mean? So. Diego has a small pistol in his beard.
Nah, man, he's got a small Diego in there.
Yeah.
That's like a Moana little necklace I wear.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That's pretty dope.
So I have a question, Mr. Diego. What does Diego do when he's not cleaning windows? What are your hobbies or activities that you like to do?
A family guy, man, and that's one of the reasons why I love the company that I work for. They're family orientated, where they don't we don't work past 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm already on the road by 3 o'clock because I hustle. They gave me my work order. They gave me 8 hours worth of work. So there's sometimes where I finish like in 5 hours, man, because I'm fucking hustling. And that's I get paid. And that's it. I go home.
No, that sounds like a good company. I used to work for a guy that would give me my work order. And like you just said, I would do 8 hours, what is considered 8 hours or a profitable day. I finish it in 5. And when he found out, he's like, you need to call me when you're done at these jobs. So, okay, I'm obeying what you're saying. Then he sent me to do what I call busy work, shit that didn't need to happen because it's twice a month and I just did it last week, you know? And I'm like, dude, you're penalizing me because I'm good at what I do. I go, you gave me enough work to make money, and if it's 8 hours for you and 5 for me, and no one's complaining, and the place looks good, I'll slow the fuck down.
Right.
I don't want to be doing busy work, you know. But so that's a good company.
I don't get callbacks. The 3 years I've already been with the company, I don't get callbacks.
Yeah.
I do my job. I take care of my shit.
Yeah.
I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
Girl. So I come home and my daughter is going to start kindergarten. So once she starts kindergarten, it's going to be a completely whole different world.
Sure.
You know,
Right.
home the whole day. I'm not going to be able to mess around and all that because she's going to be doing her homework, all that bullshit.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm enjoying it right now because I didn't have that pleasure of having my parents at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give my kids something that I didn't have when I was.
Right.
There
Right.
you go.
It's a
Right.
good way to do it, man. That's solid.
That's exactly it too, dude.
I can keep working and working and working and bring the money in, but you only live once, you know. And I already had that fucking chance of dying, so I'm living in freaking borrowed time. So
Yeah.
I'm taking advantage of it to 100.
Well, I don't think you know. I think a lot of people ought to take that advice. You know what I mean? Because I know for a while there I wasn't. You know what I mean? And then Mark being the sage that he is, you know, the older gentleman in the group is like, hey man, you know, money's not fucking everything.
Yeah.
You need to take some time to smell the roses. You got into business to what? Enjoy your life, not fucking work your life away, you know? So
Yeah. Well, you start out wanting to provide as much as you possibly can.
Right.
Give your children a better childhood than you feel that you had. And I will just only speak for me in this. When I had started my company and had a newborn at home, and all of a sudden I blinked my eyes and my newborn was now 3, and I'm working by myself physically, and I had enough work that I was working every single Saturday, okay, and I was like, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, shit, I'm missing my kid grow up to make money. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? So I bit the bullet and put on an employee so that I didn't have to work any Saturdays. Then when it built up to where we were working some Saturdays, then you start to think, can I afford to put on
another guy?
someone else?
Yeah.
Because guess what, dude? We all live, eat, and sleep this business, whether you admit it or not.
Of course.
And I've said it 100 times. I say it at least once a week to one of my friendly competitors that calls me. When you get out of the truck and don't want to drop that tailgate to grab the bucket, you need to step back and take a breather. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you that myself right now. I was working last week. It was like Wednesday or Thursday, and I think I don't know who did I say it to. I don't know if I said it to Mark and Seth in the Voxer group or if I said it to Chris Lambrinides in Voxer or something, but I was like, dude, I fucking hate this fucking shit. I fucking hate doing this fucking shit. I'm tired of fucking scraping people's fucking glass. I hate this fucking shit. And I was like, and on the way home, I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, I'm gonna go home with this fucking attitude. And my Jennifer don't deserve that. My kids don't deserve. I'm gonna come home a fucking nasty, fucking upset prick, because I fucking hate what I'm doing. And I'm like, I don't fucking hate it. I hate the demanding fucking people that I work for that don't give a fuck about you. It's not the company it's like the people that you're doing the service for. Some of them are just pieces of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You know what, T?
But I need to. But today, when I was working on that fucking that I told you they're lucky I didn't leave. When I got out of the truck this morning and I seen that and I got fucking mad and I was like, motherfucker. Inside, I mean, of course I wasn't like getting ready to throw shit at the job, but I was inside, I was so fucking pissed. And then I just stopped for a second. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to explain to them. Listen, I cannot do this for the price that we talked about because this is beyond the scope of the work that we spoke about. It's either I'm going to do it like this for this much, or I'm not going to do it at all. And I went in there and I did that shit as politely as possible, but still as stern as I needed to be. You know what I mean? And my whole fucking day, even though it was still fucking shitty, wasn't as bad as it could have been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
kind but firm goes a long way.
You gotta realize at some point, whether you're working for someone or working for yourself, you need to figure out a space to work in that's conducive to doing good business, but also living a nice, happy life. And when you can find that medium, don't step out of that medium for fucking nothing. Not for money, not for nothing. because that space is what matters the most. Because once you get outside of that space, it doesn't make sense anymore, man. It just doesn't make sense anymore. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm not fucking. Normally, I'm like, bro, I gotta make sure that I got 2-3 houses the next week, and I've just not been doing that. I'm like, that'll work. You know what I mean? One house, couple fucking commercial jobs, that's good enough. I don't need to cram fucking 2 houses, 3 houses into a fucking day and I'm work by myself, so it's not like it's me and another guy. It's just me by myself. So me doing 3 in and outs like I have been all fucking summer, or 2 in and outs a fucking day, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it no more. If you don't like the fact that I can't do it for a couple of weeks, then go find somebody to fuck else. Go find the other guy. Well, that other guy's going to take all the work. No, he's not, because if he's going to take all the work, they'd have never called me on this job.
Yeah,
hey man, I got told that we were too cheap too much. Man, you guys are really cheap.
Yeah.
The last guy was this.
Yeah.
So I've raised prices.
Right.
I jacked everything up. I'm going to do it again. Come fall, I'm raising prices again until they stop saying I'm too cheap.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how you pick and choose what you do.
I told a customer today, the one, I had a big house on the lake I did today, and it's a big ass bitch. And when I took the company over, the dude that did our high rise work for us, that did all our chair work for us, had all these fucking houses in this particular neighborhood that he did for like fucking dirt cheap, because he's a high rise guy. He get up there with a mop and a fucking sponge in his back pocket and a brass squeegee in his fucking hand, go up his fucking stack ladders and fucking get the window wet, zoom it off, and he'd charge him fucking $100-$200 for these fucking houses. When I took him over, I only put an extra $65 on it, and then I've been doing it like that for 4 or 5 years now. I tend not to raise my prices on existing customers, but there's a couple of customers that I've told this year, like, listen, next year, just so you're aware, I have to raise the price. And they're like, well, depending on how much it is, we might have to find someone else. If that's the case, then that's the case. If I lose this house, I mean, one of them has already got somebody doing the pressure washing for the house, and when they do the pressure washing, they do the outside of the windows, and that dude don't like to do fucking inside work, so I get the call for the inside. You know, I'm not doing that no more. This is how much I charge for it. If you don't like it, have the fucking dude down the road with the water fed pole that thinks he's a window cleaner but he ain't, have him fucking do it. So when you get something on the glass that fucking water-fed pole can't get off, which they fucking always fucking spraying sealer on the house, and I gotta go over there and fucking burn that shit off the fucking glass for them. You know what I mean? That dude can't do that. So, you know, if that's what you want, that's the game you want to play, then we'll play that game, bitch. But, you know what I mean? I'm not...
Yeah.
I've been doing it for this long, for this price. I know you motherfuckers make money. Look where you're living at. I have to type a code in to get into your fucking neighborhood. I know you got money, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And it's not like I'm asking for double. You know what I mean? I'm just going
You could honestly ask for whatever you want. The biggest fallacy I've ever found out in window cleaning is everyone's worried about someone else taking your work. If you know what you're doing and you value yourself, you'll always have the work you want.
Right.
And
word of mouth is so good.
I would rat race, and I would go, if I do it $50 cheaper, I'm like, fuck it. You finally reach a point of fuck it.
Yes.
And you start getting more work when you say
fuck it.
And like, not out loud, but like, you're just like, I'm not taking that job. I'm not doing it. I'm not lowering my price.
Right.
I'm not doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Headaches.
This time of year, when there's not a summer lull like there usually is, because people are still fucking working from home, it's fuck it every day.
Right.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
Yeah. And even before all this fucking bullshit, I had reached the fuck it mark 3 years ago, to where I was like, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not, or like a job. Like I get to a job and I'm just like, man, fuck this. For every door that closes, like the same way with them fucking McDonald's that do fucking cut my head off on the price. I drive past those motherfuckers now like, man, I'm so glad I don't do that shit no more. That was $20,000 a year, $25,000, probably almost $30,000 a year I lost by not doing those Wendy's all year round. But driving past them, I don't miss that money at all. Because you know what I've been doing? I do that, instead of doing that fucking Wendy's, I could do a little house, like a $200-$300 house in the morning now. When it's cool outside, it's not hot, I'm not fucking dying, I can knock a house out super quick early in the morning when it's cool out. You know what I mean? And then go do that one hot, sweaty bitch that makes you want to slit my fucking wrists afterwards. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I'll do this today.
I know I'm not the fucking only one here that's fucking out working and the sun's beating down on you, sweat's rolling down your fucking eyes, and you just want to take your shit and throw it in the fucking lake. You know what I mean? I can't be the only guy that's like, oh!
Do you know what slips in my brain all the time? I'm like, my mom was right. I am a fucking loser. Idiot. Fuck.
Hey, dude.
And then you get back and you have a few beers and you're like, all right, it wasn't that bad.
Bro, you know what gets me is fucking dropping shit. Like if I go to put something, like I'll go to put like my scraper in my fucking in my bag and it fucking falls on the ground. I just like, so is this how my fucking day's gonna go? You know what I mean? I mean, dropping towels, everything I touch, I fucking drop, and I'm like standing there. I'm like, I am the shittiest window cleaner in the fucking world, dude. Like if everybody on YouTube knew that I'm this big a piece of shit and I fucking suck, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I did that 2 weeks ago. Craig was in the back of the house. I'm in the front of the house. Like, man, I was dying laughing. I just heard your fucking ladder jiggle around. You go, fuck! And then my mop went flying through the yard like a cross. Because I had like 2 windows left and it landed in a mulch bed. And I was like, piece of shit, tired.
Dude!
Like,
Oh my god, that is the worst, man. Fuck you and your
fucking
mulch.
see when that happens.
I'll cuss customers out like under my breath, like Yosemite Sam. Like I'll be trying to fucking clean a window and I'll be fanning it out and I'll get to the bottom and I'll go across and I'll hit a fucking bush or a tree and I'll be like, cut your fucking tree, motherfucker. You know? Can't you see I'm trying to clean? Yeah, can't you see I'm fucking trying to clean a window here? And my
You don't
fucking.
break the branch. You don't break the branch.
Yeah,
Like that?
yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes,
I become
yes.
a tree trimmer sometimes.
I trim trees all the time, and that's why that's a good endorsement for the Zero Trad 12 poles, is because that has been a fucking javelin on thousands of occasions and it's still not broken. Yeah, they fly super good and they handle it. You know what I mean? That's the best pole on the market, bro.
Dude, the other day I was doing a house. There's all this big plate glass, and you ever just like realize like some days you just fucking suck cleaning windows?
Yeah.
I was hungover, and I had to clean this window like 4 times with the trad pole, and I was like, fuck it. And when you got the last I just finished cleaning, and I was like, God damn, why am I awful today?
Right.
It's like, whole day it was terrible.
Do you have days like that, Diego, or are you always fucking super cool, dude?
No, I have some bad days where I have to squeegee sideways with the pole. Like for example, doing an interior that's 2 stories or 3 stories, and they have the walkways. So instead of setting up the 40-foot ladder, I come out with the trap pole or a carbon fiber pole, use a 0 degree, and I try to finish it. There's some days where my channel, because I use a Sticoni, and it doesn't go perfect with the Tori 0. It fucking moves. It tilts.
Yeah.
So when you finish, you start smearing it and you start seeing the rainbow background. And then you see all the smeared water in the back.
You want me to tell you how to fix that?
Of course.
Go out and grab yourself an Unger S Plus channel and an Unger 0 degree handle, and you'll never have to worry about that again. Huh?
I don't like the green one. The Unger?
Yeah.
I don't like the green one.
Why not?
I have it.
Why not?
I don't like it.
And you just don't know what you're doing. You want me to show you how to use it?
You know, hey, when you're trained on something, that's your brand for life. It doesn't matter what it is.
You're right.
Just
You're
don't
right,
switch.
Tim. You're right, Tim. Now, see, you know what? I get the most comments. Dudes are always like, "Hey, man, I noticed that you use an Ed-Array handle with an Unger channel," and I'm like, "Yeah," you know what I mean? They're like, "Well." I'm like, what, motherfucker? You know what I mean? It's just, that's what I like. I feel like Ed-Array channels, the face on an Ed-Array channel is too wide. That's just my opinion. Every time I use an Ed-Array channel, it's just too wide, and I don't close out good with it. So I use Unger channels. Suck my dick. Watch my YouTube channel, bitch. Hey, Seth. Hey, Seth, you can't fan on a pole like me, ho. Shut up. Neither can Mark.
No, I can't.
And Mark's been, Mark's whole ass been practicing and can't do it.
Dude, I'm gonna take everything I ever said back about that 0 degree, and I'm gonna tell you the next time we play around, I will go right-handed on your ass because I was playing around with it.
I have to go back and watch the video. I don't remember you
Well,
cleaning
dude, if
everything
you've seen
left-handed.
that, I put pictures up that Ferrari dealer.
Yeah.
Now it has. Now, I'm still mastering high glass.
Mhm.
With a 0 degree is more of a challenge. So I got.
Are we measuring dicks again?
No.
Yes.
Mark's is longer.
Mine is inverted, sticking out my butthole. So I've been working on. I had to get my new pink pole, because it's 3 sections. I left that one all together for the inside tops of that Ferrari. You know how like you walk in, and you're like, what do I got to do today? Because all my jobs are maintenance. I don't do everything every time.
Right.
Okay, so I immediately start looking at the tops from an angle to see if it has that white haze, and it did. It did. And so I'm like, all right, that's 2 pieces of ladder.
Fucking Mark just like, on the podcast just admitted to skinning windows, but please continue.
I do. No, because I'm getting paid for maintenance.
True high-rise guy, skinning like a motherfucker.
My customers know that I'm there to keep it clean. I'll do everything every time.
Right.
So I look at these tops, and they're like,
they know I sell towels.
2.5 to 3 inch deep frames. So closing them out was my concern with the pull. So I grab my 2-piece 0, and I'm like, I'm too close to the glass. I go downstairs, get my big pink one, stretch that bitch out, and I figured out how to close that motherfucker out. Now there's still water on the sill,
right?
Because it's a 3 inch deep
frame. But it's closed out. Visually, it looks right.
Yeah. I mean that shit.
It's all, and people always ask me, "What's the trick?" It's not the fucking. It's the how far away you stand away from the glass.
Yes.
Like if you watch me fan, I'm sectioned out. So like, I mean, I've been practicing with a 24-inch. I've been fanning with a 24-inch just because Seth was like, "You need to do it." So I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and I've been I got a bunch of super sweet footage of me banging out fucking big panels with fucking like a boss.
A 0 degree with a 24. I've never tried that yet.
Yeah.
I'm at an 8.
I got video of it. I posted. It's one of my TikToks is me using a 24. Yeah. Like a beast. With the green handle, Diego, with the green handle. That Ettore 0 degree is fucking doo-doo, dude. That's the most doo-doo shit. Doo-doo. It's for girls. It's for girls with beards, dude.
Oh, here we go. Got battle.
We got a battle, man.
Fight Club. Window cleaning fight club.
Listen,
right
that's not happening. Hey, first of all,
fucking Squeegee.
like Chinese stars and shit. I like the accelerator too. It's all right, man. But I just like the whole flippity doodah is nice. For some shit, you know what I mean. Like there's a couple of houses that I do that I fucking do the flippity doodah on. You know what I mean? Because it's I can bang it out real fast. There's a couple of jobs I use that for. But the handle itself is just I'm not. I don't use. I use a different channel than a Mormon. I can't fuck with Mormon channels, Mormon rubber. The only thing that's good about them is that handle and that flip fucking pad. That's it, and that's not even put together real well. That plastic parts fall off of it all the time. I see they got a new sleeve out with new improved Velcro. From what I understand, you should have just not have fucked with the original Velcro.
Because that shit's got held on with like fish tank hose and all kind of weird shit that just doesn't appeal to me.
Right.
Well, they stink. Mine stank all the time. You couldn't even leave them in a bucket overnight, or else you could just. It was just horrid. The smell was.
Mine don't. I've never noticed my fucking Python or my Scotsman or my handy sleeve ever stinking.
I could send these to you and let you try them out and see if you have the same experience. But yeah, they're bad.
Jersey said he wouldn't fuck with Diego. Hey, Jersey said he wouldn't fuck with Diego for $1 million.
I keep all my old scrubbers like I keep my rubbers, Mark.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you something. Since I started using the handy sleeves and the Python and all that, I haven't yet to change it. The only reason I have a new one is because I left my tailgate down and drove off and left my shit on the highway. Okay, I haven't even taken them off to put them in the wash machine.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying?
Me either. I could tell you this. I have the very first 18-inch handy sleeve ever fucking made on my T-bar right now. I've had it for 3 fucking years. It's never come off that T-bar. The only time it came off that T-bar is when I lost my cool that day and I took my fucking zero belt or my fucking maker belt off, clipped it together, and fucking swung my bag and everything around like fucking like Thor, and fucking banged all my shit off the concrete. This fucking lady, man, and she was walking right behind me bitching too, and I just fucking lost it. And I mean, just lost it. She was calling me every fucking name in the book, this fucking lady. And I just fucking took my belt off and just and swung it, and it banged off the fucking concrete. I broke my fucking handle, then I had to change it out. You know what I mean? I had to change it out then. I had to change it, then it came off. But that lady, and the crazy thing about this is I've fucking been cleaning this woman's windows for 17 years.
Was she bitching about something?
Dude, I don't know if this lady's like losing it. Like she's like fucking a screws come loose or something. But the way she was talking to me, and I'm just like, listen, lady, that's not what we do. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've been doing it this way for 17 years. You've never asked me to do that before. Now you're mad because I didn't do it.
Right.
I was like, what? You know what I mean? If you want something done, I'm more than happy to do it for you. But a motherfucker, I'm not. She called me a motherfucker.
Oh,
Damn.
Actually, she called me a thieving motherfucker. You're stealing money from me. I'm like, whoa. No, she's not that old. She's my mother's age, and my mom's in her late 50s. So no, she not seen it. I don't know what the fuck this lady's problem was. I gave Karen plenty of opportunities to be fucking nice, and she just wouldn't be nice.
Dude, there ain't nothing wrong
Who?
gently walking away. I've told people we don't work well together. What do you mean we don't work well together? I go, you're obviously not happy with my services. I don't want unhappy customers. It's making me unhappy. So you need to find someone that makes you happy and have a nice day and walk away. Fucking leave. Goodbye. No one. We did a high-rise job, and I'm sure Diego, I'm a commercial high-rise guy. And then I picked up a couple condos. Diego, 3 18-story towers, and I thought this was the greatest thing since sliced bread, right? Mm-hmm. Well, when you have very wealthy condo owners, when you do an office building, the secretary or anyone in that window is happy to see the services being done to brighten their view, basically. But when you do a condominium, 20 stories, they own that window in their mind. So if there's a bird speck, if there's bleed back,
they start pointing on the fucking.
Yes. You will never get out of that job and make any money. Never. The go backs are ridiculous. And I had a retired. We were doing 20 stories off a barrel tile roof, and the penthouse is half of the building. So there's 2 penthouses, okay? And we had a retired architect try to tell us that he wanted his entire unit done. It took like 3 days to go all the way around the building for 2 guys, okay? And he came down and he told my employees he's not happy because when we finished for the day, he still had 3 more windows that weren't done. I said, that's the next drop. And he says, you need to find a way to do my entire unit the same day. And I said, well, then everybody below you doesn't get cleaned, and we got to go by you without cleaning you. That's not cost effective. He says, you need to design a system. I go, sir, it's a barrel tile roof that we climb over a parapet, walk 15 feet across a barrel tile, drop a tile board, drop rope. You can't even see the windows because there's a 3-foot overhang. And you're telling me how? And he was disrespectful to one of my guys. We packed our shit, we pulled our ropes, and the management called us. And I said, listen, I'm not telling you to go back for me, but I'm not going to have myself or employees disrespected by somebody that has no clue what he's saying. I tried to explain it to him. He doesn't want to listen to me.
I don't know. It wasn't my technique. It was just she wanted extra fucking done and didn't ask. She just expected it to fucking happen. She didn't even say nothing about it. She's got these old ass tempered glass fucking glass railings with fucking wood piers. She wanted those cleaned. And when John originally bid it, this is how much this is with this. That was too much money for her, so we never fucking did them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they looked like dog shit when I was there. Like she hadn't touched them in forever. You know, there's bird shit all over them. You know what I mean? They look like shit. Like I would have to scrape them hoes for them to look good. You know what I mean? And maybe have to get out a polisher if she wanted some clarity. They're fucked.
Yep.
And I'm just like, you know, it's not that I was like, oh, I seen that and I'm not doing it, but I just don't ever do it. I've been cleaning your fucking windows for 17 years. I've never fucking done them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, you're a thieving motherfucker. I'm like, what? I was like, I don't know why you feel that way. She's like, you come here and you half-ass it. You never do those. And I'm like, that's because that's never been a part of the price, ever. I said, I can pull up right here on the phone. She's like, I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out. She's like, I paid you. And I was like, and I'm out. I did what you paid me for.
Yeah.
And she's walking about 20 feet behind me, and she fucking kept, and I had my tool belt, I just, pow! I was like, listen, call somebody fucking else next year, all right? I'll see you around. I grabbed my shit up out of the driveway, put it in my truck, flipped up the tailgate, and went 3 houses down and cleaned their windows. Oh my God, I just like, fucking A, dude.
I did that to a lady when I was working for somebody. She had the old Pella clip-out storms with the blinds in between, and she had, I don't know, 60 of them. And she followed me to every window the whole day with the Pella storms, being like, oh, there's a spot when it's that, like, around the little circle corner. You know what I'm talking about, behind the blinds? And I was like, oh, yeah, like, that's going to dry. Like, if you want me to put all these storms back in right away, like, you're going to get some moisture around the corners. And every window, she forgot that was going to be the case. And I got to, like, midway through the day, I was with my boss, and she turned around and said something to me. I'm like, if you say one more thing to me, I'm going to take this storm and smack it over your head.
That's when you just say, you point out the window and you say, holy shit, look, it's Elvis. Hang on, I'm going to go say hello. I'll be right back. Fucking leave. Sorry.
I should have.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your favorite kind of fucking work to do, Diego, when it comes to window cleaning? What's your, like, man, this is like the cruise mode?
Everything, bro.
Really?
Everything. I don't mind it. Like if I have a lift work,
Uh-huh.
I look over the job and I'm like, this is fucking cake.
Right?
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at the pole work and I'm just like, all right, I might have to work out a little bit today, but it's gonna get done early.
Right.
My goal for the day when I go to work is I gotta finish early. My goal is to fucking just hustle and do my job.
Right.
That's what I'm
Knock it out.
You got good motivation, though, too. Like, you know, going home to be a father and doing that stuff is definitely, there's probably no days you really want to work too late if you don't have to.
Right.
Right. And the company, it's your choice if you want to work on Saturday. You let them know, like, hey, man, I'm down to work Saturday, and they'll book you for Saturday.
Right.
But it's not mandatory. It's mandatory.
Hey, I'm done at noon on Saturday, no matter what. That's my rule. And when you text me after 8 o'clock, any day of the week, or on the weekend, you're getting fucking charged an extra $50 I do it to every fucking person that does it to me. Everybody. Hey, I'm looking for someone to hootie hoo, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get a hold of you Monday. And then when I go fucking to their house, I charge them an extra $50. If it's a $50 job, it's gonna be $100. I don't give a fuck. Man, that seems like a lot. Yeah, well, you know. You know, hey, it's tough, man.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. Ta-da! I had some fucking lady or some dude today message me about wanting, he's like, we're wanting to have our windows cleaned, and he goes, I need 2 gutters put up, and I need, he goes, I'm looking to have some drywall patched, and I'm like, I clean windows, dude. I'll fix the fucking gutters if you want, but I'm not patching your drywall, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where in my job description does it say that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're wild, man.
Yeah, they're, you know, strange birds out there. You know what I mean?
Joey scratched the wall the day before we left, and I gotta go deal with that shit on like Friday or Saturday.
Drag the ladder across.
No, he put a fucking storm window, a heavy storm on this wall, and then he had the other 2 storms on top of it, and didn't pull it away and he put all that pressure. So
Yeah.
Insurance might take a hit on that one.
And
So we'll see.
Grab a magic eraser and see what you can pull off.
I'm going to, but I see white. So, and it's an orange wall, so it's probably not going to be good.
Dude,
I
take a
seen
piece
all
of
the
it up
pictures.
to take a piece of it up to Sherwin-Williams. They'll color match that shit perfect. That's what I did. My guys drove a scissor lift into a purple column that went up 35 feet, and it was shitty stucco because it was cracking all over. It was on the inside of a lobby we were cleaning, and you know, like the scissor lift has a little tiny step
Yeah.
that protrudes out. They just bumped it trying to reach the corner of a window, and when they moved the lift, I saw all this crumbled up stucco on the ground, and I'm like, fuck, there's no way this is a problem. So I physically grabbed a big chunk of stucco, okay, and put it in my truck. And of course, Monday morning we got that phone call, said we damaged the column, and I'm like, no problem, let me come by and look. And I already knew what I was going to see. And by the time they took a screwdriver to it, it was no longer a little chip. It was like a 1.5 foot patch, right? And at that point, it's over my pay grade to fix. So I called a buddy of mine's contractor, and he's like, he goes, dude, the whole thing, he goes, if we start pulling on this, it's gonna be the whole column, because there's like that metal hardware cloth back there, rusting because the moisture's in there.
Right.
He goes, I'm gonna cut it back a little bit and stucco it. And I go, well, this is a weird color purple, and the building said they don't have any leftover paint. He goes, take that shit to Sherwin-Williams. I took it to Sherwin-Williams. They put it in a machine. The fucking paint was so perfect, you could never, ever tell.
Right.
That's what I'm telling you, Tim. Take a piece of that drywall up
Going
there.
to.
Yeah.
You can just do like a paint chip, man. Just like do like a fucking, like a 1-inch square.
Yeah.
Pull that out.
I mean, Sherwin-Williams has that shit down. They put it in their computer. They found the original color and then actually made up for the fade. It actually had faded over time. It was, like I said, it was this weird ass purple. And of course, you're nervous when I'm painting it on because it's darker until it dries. And I'm like, I'm so fucked here. I'm gonna paint this whole 40-foot fucking column, you know.
It's gonna be the one. It's gonna be the one column that looks like Barney instead of some grapes.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you fucking see yourself in fucking 10 years, Diego? Fucking 46 years old. What are you gonna be doing? Where would you like to be?
I don't know. Precision, probably in a business, running something, and in all honesty, I wouldn't be running a residential business.
Really?
With all your fucking stories, all the stories.
I mean, in many ways, it's worth it. Like, you develop really good relationships with people, and you know they start to, like, I've got customers like through COVID that were like, hey man, just come and clean the outside of the windows, like fucking when I wouldn't normally be cleaning their windows, just to help out. You know what I mean? Just really cool people. I didn't have a bunch like that, but there was a handful that were like that. Like, hey man, I know you're probably not busy. If you want to, I'm sitting here at home, I can't go to work, so if you want to come out and clean the outside, you can. And I'm like, shit, I'm down. Yeah. So it has its good points, but it takes a while, and Seth and Tim can attest to this. It takes a little while to know on the phone or within the first couple of minutes what kind
of a good fit,
what kind of customer they are. You're like, I'm not fucking gonna be working for this.
I know the way that they talk to me the second they answer. Like, I answer the phone, like if I'm working for them or not. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way, dude.
You want to work for somebody? Listen, I like 95% of my customers. Now, when I first started out, I took every fucking job. I did every dumb thing you could ask for. And that took a while to weed out. So I was like 50-50 for a while, like doing a lot of work I didn't like. And now I've had this 7 years. Man, I have like long-term relationships with like a lot of these people. I'm like, I've seen them from like their kid being 11 to their graduating and going away to school. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like a good working relationship with a lot of these people. But you
have that same every 6-month conversation with them, and catch up.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's not like dealing with interiors, man, in general.
Yeah. I would say for me,
I agree.
I think the residential thing, when I rented an apartment before I was married and struggled like everybody else, and I washed windows commercially for my father, or I worked for a company, and I would struggle to pay rent, there would always be that phone call of a house came in for $250, $300, and I'd make my rent based on doing that house. I'd have to go on a Saturday, and I think in my mind, I had such a struggle, but it always worked out with a residential to help me pay my bills that I don't want to do fucking houses anymore.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this about doing interiors right now. Like I did this house today, right? I did this house today, right? And I'm doing the inside. So I go into their master bathroom and I'm cleaning. They got this nice window over the fucking over the bathtub. And in most houses, like 99.9% of the houses you go into are fucking immaculate. You know what I mean? The only type of people that have you in their house cleaning their windows got fucking
clean
loot.
people.
And not even clean people, but they got people cleaning their house for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This bitch had fucking some fucking soap in her fucking shower, especially for stinky coochies, and I lost my shit, dude. I wish I'd have had my phone on me because I'd have took a picture. It was like, oh, man! Now I'm like, man, I ain't never going to be able to look at this one without thinking like, man, your pussy stink. You know what I mean?
Dirty underwear.
Was it liquid plumber?
Bro, and you know there are I have had experienced one house a couple of years ago, and I haven't been back consequently, that I went to on a private island, it brand new. I think this house maybe I did the construction clean on it when there was no carpet in it for the builder, and then I got invited back like a year and a half later by the homeowner to clean the windows, and she wasn't there. I started cleaning on the outside, and I know I sent Mark and Seth a picture of this. It might have been Mark and Tim. My bathroom is almost finished. I changed my plans. I changed my plans, and I'm going to do a cedar beadboard ceiling in it instead. I'm changed a few things, so and the bathtub I bought had forklift holes in it, so there was a few snafus in that. But the bathroom's back together. It just needs painted and the sink put in. But anyways, I get to the house. She's not there. It's actually in a video. I would never tell anybody which video it is, but it's one of my Zero Pure videos. But I do this fucking house, dude, and I'm like, as I'm cleaning it, I look in the back patio glass, and the windows, the curtains are back. It's the only spot in the whole house where the curtains are pulled back, are underneath this patio. There's 3 windows and a patio door, and the windows are open. And this, I'm telling you, when I say this is a beautiful, fucking super expensive home, I'm telling you, this motherfucker, they paid a pretty penny for this bitch. The materials used, I mean, and the builder that they chose, I mean, this motherfucker, I know he charges a lot of money. I used to work for the motherfucker. But anyways, all through the house, there's a trail about fucking 8 inches fucking wide, and it's nothing but clothes and garbage and dog shit everywhere, strewn all together through the whole house. Food left out. It is the nastiest fucking thing I've ever seen. It made me gag just looking at it. I couldn't even eat. I couldn't even smell it, and it was making me gag. And she sends me a text, and she's like, hey, can you do the inside? I'll give you the garage code. And I'm like, no, I can't. Too busy. I only have enough time scheduled for the outside of this job here. This particular job. She's never called me back after that. And I do her neighbor's house next door all the time. And she is a liberal fucking she's a crazy woman. I actually experienced her and her neighbor and her got into a huge altercation over his Trump sign in his front yard, his Trump 2020 sign in the front yard. No, it wasn't Trump 2020. Yes, it was his Trump 2020 sign in the front yard. And she like fucking melted down, and I actually told him about her. I was like, oh, well, listen, that house is really fucking. He's like, that's the best thing you could ever told me, Terry. And now he calls her stinky bitch all the time. But this dude,
I do a lot of orders.
That house and that situation right there, me telling him that and him and I developing that dialogue, that dude has me out. I clean his house fucking 4 times a year now, inside now. I make fucking buku cash off that fucking dude. I'm doing screens for him all the time. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, Terry, come over here and do this. You know what I mean? Because we're just red-blooded fucking Americans. You know what I mean? We don't like it when Mexicans cross the fucking border. I'm just kidding.
It's the right choice.
I'm just kidding, Diego. You know I'm just playing, bro. But yeah, man, he's.
I have a shirt that says "Go Diego Go" and it's a fucking character jumping the border.
That's amazing, man. That's so good.
Go Diego Go, and this motherfucker's running.
That's
through.
one thing I like about Diego. He's got a really good fucking sense of humor. He's fucking funny as shit, dude. He's funny as shit.
I think we should get Diego and Mario on at the same time.
No, man.
That would be the Latin connection.
I don't think that. They're from different parts of fucking brown people places.
That's
Mario's from. Where's Mario from? Mario.
Salvador.
Oh yeah,
El Salvador.
El Salvador.
For some reason, Salvadorians and Mexicans don't like each other. I don't know
Really?
why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm guessing because Salvador because they're, I don't know what they're calling them in Spanish, but they're like triple fucking country jumpers.
Mhm.
Because they have to go Guatemala, Mexico, and then they come to the States.
Yeah.
So, fucking Mexicans, man, they're horrible, dude. Mexican Border Patrol, they don't give a fuck. They'll charge you.
Yeah.
They'll take your money, and they'll let you keep walking. They don't care.
Yeah.
They won't deport you back.
Wow.
I don't know what the issues are, man. But Salvadorians, for some reason, there's always that tension.
And it happens with us with Canadians.
Yeah.
We're fucking like Canadians at all. Fuck them.
Yep.
Everyone
I
thinks
blame
they're
Canada
nice.
for all things.
Dude, I love going to Canada, but I just don't.
If America gets invaded, it will be through Canada
Yes.
because they're pussies
probably
up there.
true.
Yeah.
They're pussies up there. Now all our Canadian listeners are not going to listen anymore.
What? A whole two of them that were maybe listening?
Listen, bro. We got a large demographic in Canada. We're fucking real fucking popular amongst the Canucks.
The Canucks?
Yeah.
Well, we don't talk about hockey or. So,
Dude, it's almost hockey season.
hey, look, it's a loony. and
Hockey's
it's
fucking rad, dude. I mean, hockey's football on skates, man. And
Hockey's off.
hockey is football and boxing on skates. How can you not like hockey?
There is no funner game to watch than the 7th game of a Stanley Cup
Yes.
final. That is the funnest game you could ever watch. It's
Live
sport.
hockey is one of the best sports to watch live. Easily,
Yeah.
hands down. I've been to pretty much every sporting event you can go to. It's the best. UFC would probably be pretty awesome live too, but I haven't been to that.
You need to be close for that to be awesome.
What's
though.
your favorite sport, Diego? Wrestling? Roman Greco, not wrestling.
Cage fighting. I'm into cage fighting.
Oh.
UFC, Bellator. Like that kid that just won right now, AJ McKee.
Huh?
I knew him when he was 5 years old.
Oh, no shit.
Because of his dad. They're from around the area where I'm from.
Outlaw Window keeps typing dad over and over again.
Uh-oh.
Who does?
Someone
Everybody's on. No, my account's on everybody's
Oh.
thing.
They're trying to get your attention. They want you to respond.
Yeah, dude, UFC's pretty badass.
Jacob
Did you
Bell
watch
said
any
yes,
of the
my son.
Olympics, Diego, with like wrestling or anything like that? Did you watch any of the wrestling?
I saw that that black female win it.
Yeah, I love her
She
fucking
was
after
fucking
interview
great.
too. She's like fucking all about America and shit. I loved
Oh, yeah.
it, man. I was like, check her out, man. That's a statement she made right there. A big
Yeah,
statement.
she had a hard life.
Yeah,
You know, so it's like. Very
I'll be
cool.
right back.
you're good.
Dude, those Olympians usually, like, you know, man, they either come from somewhere bad or they're like forced into like, man, like to be an Olympian, man, you do that every single day from like the time you're 5 years old to you're like 22 and
And-
you have like one failure.
And you make no
And
money.
It's like you have to wait 4 years again.
And
to,
you
like,
make no
redeem-
money doing it.
No,
Yeah, but
that-
it's
that
changed.
should've
Now they
passed.
make money. Now they go for the endorsements.
Well, I'm
and
saying
everything.
on your
Yeah.
way to that, you're not making
Yeah.
any fucking
Dude,
money.
you
Yeah.
ain't making shit.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that Henry Cejudo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man, he came from nothing, man.
Kurt
Parents
fucking
were-
Angle won the gold medal with a broken freaking neck, dude.
The broken neck, bro.
He did,
Kurt
man.
Angle.
Kurt Angle. That was his shtick, I think, in wrestling, because he was talking on Insta. He was giving LeBron James shit about like he couldn't play in the finals because of his ankle was hurting, and Kurt Angle's like, I fucking won the Olympic gold with a broken freaking neck. I guess that's his thing, dude. I don't know.
Dude, I mean, he always wore that medal out like when he was wrestling and stuff too. Though. Like he was always like, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but
Angle.
anyone that has been in a wrestling room knows what it takes to be Kurt Angle. Anyone that's been in a wrestling room knows that. I've been in. That's probably the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life is a wrestling workout. There is nothing more strenuous than that. And you're doing and you're doing that in a weakened state. You know what I mean? You're like borderline starvation all the time, dude.
Dude, in high school I played basketball and baseball, and our basketball coach was the wrestling coach. He's like, yeah, you should try out. You could be in this weight division. I went to one practice, and I was like, yo, fuck this. I'm not doing this. Like, this is terrible. I'll run suicides all day. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. That's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, no, I wrestled in high school and college, or junior college. And my second year of junior college, we get this fucking reject coach from a Division II fucking university. And he comes in and he just fucks everybody up, man. He made me quit. Because it was so hard. Hard.
Yeah.
Extremely hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be going too extreme. No, this fool took it to a whole different level.
Yeah, man, there's such a fine line, it seems, in wrestling, too. Like, between, like, it's like the technique involved and the strength that you have, like, everywhere just seems fucking daunting to me. Like, I just couldn't imagine doing that.
Just that mental strength. Putting your body through all the bullshit.
Yeah.
But through all that, there's always like once you win, when you're like I wrestled heavyweight, man, 5'10", weigh 235,
Jeez.
Heavyweight. But I'm quick.
Mm-hmm.
Nickname back in high school was Pumbaa, man.
Pumbaa?
like from fucking Lion King.
Yeah. Pumbaa.
Yeah, dude, I'm a little fucking big guy. I went to college. That's where I got all big. They used to call me fucking Oso in Spanish, which is bear. That's where my nickname is, in bear. But yeah, dude, it wasn't bad. If I became legal in the States at the age of 28, and I didn't even know I was illegal, dude. My parents never trained me to have that mentality that, hey, when you turn 18, you're not gonna be able to work the same fucking jobs your friends do, or go to the university where you're getting your scholarships and shit. So, yeah, man, it was crazy, dude. I totally forgot where I was going with it.
It doesn't matter, dude. It's all good.
That's a great story.
That's a good story, though.
That's a great story.
Yeah,
that's a great story.
That's where my short-term memory loss comes in from my fall.
Yeah, I've noticed a couple times while we were talking, you'll say something twice. But I don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I just roll with it.
Yeah, but I do that
Yeah, Mark does that too.
My mom's like that. She can remember anything from when I'm like 9, 10 years old, but we'll talk. And then 10 minutes later, we have the exact same conversation. And I used to interrupt her, and now I just let it go. I'm just like, all right, yeah, we'll have this. We'll just do this again. That's fine.
It's totally fine.
You know what I mean? At this point, it's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, what are you gonna do? You know?
when I spoke to my buddy that was in a coma, he was only in for 3 or 4 weeks from COVID, and he said to me, because I always ask that question, well, were you aware of anything? Did you hear anyone talking to you? And he was kind of in and out. Mm-hmm. He said, but it was like one long dream. I go, so do you think the dream was just like a 2-hour episode? He goes, no. This dream would start and stop and continue, and it must have gone on for days. Did you have like really long dreams that you remember?
I had very vivid dreams.
Yeah.
There was one time I went to a fucking baseball game, to a Royals game.
Yeah.
Against the Dodgers, because it was that inner fucking.
Do you think maybe they were watching the Dodgers and the Royals on TV and you just fucking?
Or no.
You know what I'm saying? How weird would that be? How weird would that be?
I want a different angle to that question. Was that an experience in your life that you vividly watched over the way it happened, or had you never been to a baseball game that one and made it up in your mind and literally created the game and watched it?
No, because there's more to that story that I can't speak out on.
Right.
It's crazy, man. It's a crazy experience.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
When I came back to normal or awake, I started asking questions about the the scenarios that were happening in my fucking dreams.
No shit.
And my family members and my best friend, they were just like looking at each other like,
So yeah, you didn't know
what the
where
fuck is
reality
this? I was
started and
like,
where
oh,
it ended. Yeah.
yeah. I kept asking them like, hey, does this happen? Where are they? What happened to them? And they were like, what are you talking about? So then I in my mind, I start telling them the story of what happened and all that shit. And they're like, no, dude, you're in your fucking coma, dude. You were fucking dreaming some good shit.
That's wild.
And
Dude.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell they were injecting on me, but it was pretty.
They say when you have that DMT experience, that it's near. I mean, that's the death. That's what happens when you die.
Yeah.
You see that.
I got resuscitated twice.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
The second time was a 45-second fucking wait.
So you flatlined twice.
Yes.
Fuck.
Now that part of it, do you remember?
No. The second time I flatlined was when they had me open on my side, trying to get my lung back together.
Uh-huh.
So I lost 80% of my lung function, so they were trying to figure out they were gonna cut it off, or I don't know what the fuck they were gonna do.
Right.
So they pulled it out to get the bone fragments out of my lung, because that's how they got punctured.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, they just fucking left me there, and they had to wake my ass up sideways.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
It's amazing what you went through, my
Yeah,
dude.
And just
Yeah.
I got my Diego sticker right there.
I have like a 4-inch fucking scar inside my brain.
Yeah.
See right there it is.
If you look at the black and white, there's a white patch here of just dead fucking.
So do they? Is there a prognosis long term? Because you've already gone past what they've said. Because they told your wife, or your family, I should say, that you might not speak very well, or you might have some issues, and you've already surpassed that. But is there limitations now to your abilities and prognosis long term? Do they think anything is going to be more of an issue?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I never went back after 2 years of getting my my updates. They start taking. I was owing so much money.
Yeah.
Right. Oh fuck yeah.
But personally, I don't. My left leg, what I feel on my ankle going all the way to my calf is when your foot is asleep and it starts waking up, you get that little tingling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My left foot's always like that.
Yeah.
And if I'm able to number it from 1 to a 10, 10 being a strong fucking pain, it's a 3, a 2, average, all the time.
Yeah. But that's a circulation issue, so that might repair itself over time.
That's from that. That's from my leg getting 2.5 times bigger than my right leg.
Yeah.
So I take pills. I gotta drink a lot of water. Be hydrated all the time. Always got.
Hey man, have you ever tried? Diego? Have you ever tried fucking liquid IV?
No.
You should.
And we have it here.
Try it.
We have it.
Try it. If you,
Yeah,
especially if
good stuff.
hydration is a concern for you, have a bottle of water with that in there once. I mean, Seth turned me on to that, and I'm telling you, man, it's made a huge difference for me.
It makes it a lot easier to stay hydrated.
Yeah, it's.
I got like probably like 16 fucking Pedialytes, like the most expensive ones.
Yeah.
My fridge. I
Yeah.
take it every day to work. Oh, dude, I'm fucking. I
Right.
have to be on it.
Right, I'm telling you, give that liquid IV a shot, man. I'm telling you, that shit has worked wonders for me. And I got, like, if I fucking start sweating, maybe an hour into sweat, my fucking kidneys start hurting. And I feel like I'm a piss razor blades, you know what I mean? And ever since I started using that, I have not had that problem at all. It's crazy.
I use that electrolyte, which is like
That's
the
because you
Pedialyte.
always got a hangover, Tim. He said, I do.
I mean, yeah, the first time I showed it to you, I had a hangover,
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah,
"You chug this,
yeah.
you feel good."
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
did.
And I
It's
did.
amazing.
I tell you what, I drank fucking almost both jars myself single-handedly of that fucking moonshine. Mrs. Tanner put a lot of peer pressure on me. I gotta say, she was like
she's twisting.
I don't know if she was twisting my arms, but she was kind of like saying that she was like inferring that I was a pussy a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, she was kind of busting my balls a little bit. I was like, well, I'll fucking drink it if you're gonna challenge me to drink it.
Her strategy worked.
It worked. I felt rough the next day. Jennifer was in bad shape too. But that fucking liquid IV, it worked. I mean, I didn't like the flavor, but now I thought they got lemon lime and strawberry, man. That lemon lime, I love lemon lime. Oh, man, it's so good, bro. I'm telling you, Diego, I'm trying to hook you up with the science, bro. You was talking about science before. Essentially, what liquid IV does is it'll take like a regular bottle of water, and in hydration sense, it will turn it into 3, right, Seth? It's like,
Somewhere around there, 2 or 3, yep.
I pay attention to that. Vegas has those like fucking crazy. They even have the fucking mobile ones.
So
Where they
fucking
go
hot
to-
there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They go to go and pick you up.
They'll do that. They'll do the oxygen bars and shit, too.
wow.
Yeah,
I went to one in Nashville because I was hungover as fuck because I was there for New Year's Eve in 2020. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And we all went to the oxygen bar. And I'm like, I feel fucking great, man. I
Well,
feel really good.
let's do it again.
yeah, Diego, man, thank you for coming on, dude. I know
It's a pleasure to have
the
you,
timing of this interview and having Diego as a guest on is perfect. His wife and kids are out of town, and he was like, "Man, the house is gonna be quiet. I'll be able to fucking do it." And I'm like, he's like, "Let's do it." And I'm like, "Cool, let's do it." So it was the perfect storm. I really appreciate you taking the time to come on here. You were like one of our top, like I've been talking about it for years. Like
Yeah,
there's
you're on
2
the
dudes,
list.
Todd Four and Diego Garcia are like my 2, and I just knocked one off the list. Todd Four is he's a wildcat. I don't think we're ever going to be able to get him on here, but you on the other hand, you're the man. Thank you for coming on. Thank you everybody for tuning back in. I know it's episode 201, and it's been a long lull, so we appreciate all you guys. All you Patreon guys are about to get some super sweet shit in the mail any day now. Can't wait for you guys to get all that shit. And
Waiting for my card.
oh, you'll get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get the relax. I got new cards. I got new cards. So if anybody of the old Patreon members want the new card, just let me know. All you gotta do is send me a message and give me your number. Because I didn't write that shit down because I'm an asshole. Give me your card number and I'll remake your card in the new version. Because I bought double this time because the motherfuckers. I didn't buy them. They actually gave them to me because the first batch was fucked up. But anyways, I got double. So if anybody wants a new card, they can have a new card with their name and their number on it. Courtesy of Cameron Kidd. He donated that fucking plastic card punch to the show. But thanks to all our sponsors, windowcleaner.com, Start Smart Box, Maker Products, Zero, fucking American Window Cleaner Magazine. You want to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com/SqueegeeLife. Or go to SqueegeeLife.com, man. We sell t-shirts and towels there. Well, I don't know if we sell towels there anymore. If you want towels, just go to windowcleaner.com. There's actually no point in fucking even having a website now, to be quite honest with you.
I sold 2 dozen the other day.
Oh, good for you.
someone come on in.
Nice, man. John, you'll get a card, you'll get a card. You just finish that job and you'll get your fucking card, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, man. Finish that job and you'll get your card, man. But we'll see you guys next week. We don't have a guest, but that's the way we're gonna run it. A show with a guest, a show without a guest, because that's the way we like to do it. And if you don't like it, eat our ass. But I already have a guest lined up for the 14th, and that's going to be a really good one. So that's going to be another banger there. We fucking go Diego to this guy. It's going to be a banger. So we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace.
Atta boy.